Welcome back to another video, you guys. This is about burnishing. How to burnish and how to get good results in about 15 to 20 minutes. That's usually how long I take nowadays. Believe it or not, I used to spend about an hour doing this portion of the wallet, which sometimes would take a long time. And it was really nerve-wracking trying to get that really glossy, ultra fine finish. It looks cool on social media. A lot of people do it. But if you're doing a little bit more volume and you're doing, I don't know, if you don't want to spend that much time on it, I totally get that. It took me a while to figure out how to get a really nice shine out of it without spending too much time. So here I have a little mix of Tokonole and water. I usually do about a 60-40 mix. So I put about 60% of it is edge finisher, and the 40 is going to be water, of course. I usually try not to go over that. Or, you can do a 50-50 mix too. That works as well. But I try not to... I try not to use the Tokonole by itself. It gets kind of gummy, and I've had a few issues with just using that alone. Anyway, so I start with the 180 grit. Make sure those edges are fine. Then I go to a 400. The 400 is really nice because you end up smoothing out a lot. It's still enough to chomp down on those bits that are uneven. Sometimes you see little peaks and valleys in the leather, and you want to make sure you smooth that out. So there is a little process to that, and I'm going to go through that right now. So I take the 400, and then I go to a 600. 600 is pretty much where I end it. Sometimes I'll go to 1,000, but in my experience, anything past 1,000, it doesn't really do much. So 600 is pretty good. 800 is great. And what I'm doing here is I want to see where I'm at. So I like to kind of give this a nice shine and see if there are any peaks and valleys, any separation, anything I have to work on, anything I have to bring down. So I get a white piece of canvas. This is a 8-ounce, 10-ounce piece of canvas. And just want to give it a good rub down. And then I take that against the light. And against the light, I can see little raised pieces. Like I said, little peaks and valleys. You see something grainy, something that's not coming together exactly the way you want it to come together. So you know where to take that down. So that's a great way to find out where you want to take that down. You don't want to waste too much time like taking everything down because it's not necessary. You want to be able to, minimize your time and make sure you just take down like on the left side or the right side, or if it's right in the middle, something like that. You can go over it, but just kind of like press down a little more on those areas. And it really does, it makes a lot of difference when you're trying to finish your work. So at that point, you go back over it with the sandpaper. Either it's the 400 grit or the 600. You decide where you're at when you're there. So it's a constant little game of checking where you need to smooth things out. So right after that, I want to check it again. And I know that on the sides, I'm going to get some mushrooming. And what I mean by that is that I'm sanding so much, the profile, you're going to start seeing a little bit of leather being raised on the side. So you want to take that down and just make sure you have a really nice, sharp beveler. And right here, I definitely have that raising. So I have that mushrooming going on. So I just want to take that down. And when you're applying pressure like this down on the wallet, keep in mind that no matter how hard you press or how little bit you press on the leather, you're still going to get a little bit of a compression, and you're going to have some raised leather, because at this point it's a little moist, so you're gonna have that. So you want to bring that down, and again, check it against the light, get some mix going on, and make sure that you take that down. So in my case, I don't have too much, so I'm going to use 600, and if it's still there, I might give it a go with another 400 and give it another shine to see where I'm at. But it doesn't have to be that hard. It doesn't have to be that difficult. You don't have to make this an hour long ordeal. I literally used to sit down for an hour and start burnishing this and getting that mirror finish, and it was really satisfying. But overall, it is a lot of time. So, and you can get really good results doing it this way too. All right, so give it another round, and then I'm almost done here. It's pretty much the end of it right here. So just give it another go, and again, check it in the light, see where you're at. I think at this point I'm pretty good though. It's not going to take too long, and make sure you have a nice clean piece of white canvas or something. And there you are. So right here I have two different wallets going on. I was doing a shell cordovan on the right, and on the left, notoriously difficult leather to burnish. It's called Pueblo. It's Italian leather. It's beautiful. It's supple. It's kind of oily, and it is gorgeous, but very hard to get a burnish out of that. It's very difficult. That is sandwiched between two pieces of Badalassi or Badassi. I always butcher that name. Italian leather. It's one of our card wallets on our website, and it's beautiful. It's not finished. It's a natural, so I do have to take some Tokonole on that and just kind of give it a nice finish. But there you can see on the edge, it's a really nice gloss. I've gotten them a lot higher, and it's taken a lot longer. But nowadays, I spend pretty much about 15 to 20 minutes on doing edge work. And that's for all of the edges all around the wallet. And there you are. Well, you guys, if you have any questions for me, please leave them in the comment down below. If you've learned anything from this video, or, welcome to share it. Please hit the like button, comment, subscribe, and I'm going to try to post more videos. I think I'm going to try to post once a week. See you guys.